Hello, I'm Professor Anderson. Today we'll learn 5 common English phrasal verbs and see clear examples of how native English speakers use them every day. First phrasal verb we will be learning is bring up. This means to mention something or introduce a topic into a conversation, often when it might be important or sensitive. For example, she brought up the issue during the meeting when everyone was discussing the project. We often use bring up in meetings, discussions, or conversations when we want to talk about a new idea or problem. Now, let's look at a scene of how this phrasal verb is used in a real scenario.
I wanted to bring up an issue about this month's budget.
We can talk about it at the meeting. Thank you for bringing this up.
Were you able to catch that? In that scenario, we heard this phrasal verb used twice. Now, let's move on to an activity you can participate in. Please repeat after me. Don't be shy. I want you to repeat after me. Bring up. Last time. Bring up. Great work. I know you have the pronunciation down now. Now, let's move on to our next phrasal verb. The next phrasal verb is run into. Run into means to meet someone unexpectedly or to experience a problem you did not plan for. For example, I ran into an old friend while I was shopping at the store. Here's how that scenario would look.
I didn't expect to run into you here. It has been so long.
What a pleasant surprise it is to run into you.
What a great scenario that provided us with 2 examples of our phrasal verb. Now, it is time for some participation from you. I want you to repeat after me. Run into. Last time. Run into. Great work. That completes our second phrasal verb. You are doing an awesome job so far. Our next phrasal verb is figure out. Figure out means to understand something or to find a solution to a problem. For example, I want to figure out how to use this new software. Here is a real-life scenario in which this phrasal verb could be applied.
Did you figure out the best way to store those boxes yet?
Yes, I was able to figure out the most efficient way to store the boxes.
That scenario provided 2 examples of how to use this phrasal verb. Next, we have our participation activity for you. Please repeat after me. Figure out. Last time. Figure out. Great work on that phrasal verb. That brings us to 3 phrasal verbs completed. Stay tuned, as we just have 2 more to go. The next phrasal verb is set up. Set up means to arrange, organize, or prepare something so it is ready to use. For example, she set up the meeting for Monday morning. Here's a scenario in which this phrasal verb is used.
It looks like somebody already set up the room for the presentation.
Yeah, that was very nice of the person who set up this meeting already.
In that scenario, we see 2 co-workers expressing their gratitude for someone already having set up their meeting room. It offered 2 examples of our phrasal verb. Now, we will move forward with our participation activity. Repeat after me. Set up. Last time, set up. Excellent work on that pronunciation. That was our 4th phrasal verb. We only have 1 more to go. We have almost completed this lesson on phrasal verbs. Our 5th and final phrasal verb is turn down. Turn down means to refuse or reject an offer, request, or invitation. For example, he turned down the job offer because it was too far away. Next, you'll see a scenario with this phrasal verb being used.
What do you say? Are you going to accept this job offer?
I am thankful, but I am going to have to turn down the job offer. I don't think this is the right position for me. Thank you.
That scenario provided an example of when to use this phrasal verb, turn down. It is unfortunate the young man did not feel as though the position was a good fit. Hopefully, he will find work soon. Now, as always, we will move on to our participation activity. Repeat after me, turn down. Last time, turn down. Awesome job! I have great news. We have completed our lesson on phrasal verbs. Before we finish, let's quickly review what we learned today. We talked about how to bring up a topic, run into someone unexpectedly, figure out a solution, set up a plan, and turn down an offer. These phrasal verbs are used every day in spoken English. Let's practice together one more time. I'll say the phrase, and you repeat it out loud. Bring up. Run into. Figure out. Set up. Turn down. If these phrasal verbs feel difficult at first, that's completely normal. Learning phrasal verbs takes time because their meanings are not always literal. Don't worry if you don't remember everything right away. The goal is exposure and practice, not perfection. Try listening for these phrases in movies, podcasts, or everyday conversations. Each time you notice one, your understanding becomes stronger and more natural. Great work today. We covered several common English phrasal verbs and practiced how to use them in real situations. Keep practicing by listening for these phrases in everyday conversations. If you found this lesson helpful, subscribe for more clear and practical English lessons. And leave a comment about the most useful phrasal verb you have learned so far. I will see you next time on Everyday English Hub.